Well, how would you like to live in a place surrounded by people just like you? There are plans in Canberra to build apartments especially for niche groups. That means the unit block could include a creche for families with children, or maybe off-the-leash areas for residents with pets, or even flats with soundproof walls for musicians.
Well, it might sound good in theory, but there are some concerns that it could lead to social exclusion and create ghettos. Well, Professor Ed Blakely is an urban planner who's worked on similar concepts in the US. Good morning to you. Lovely to meet you. Thanks for coming in. Just take us through the idea and explain exactly how these niche apartments work.
Well, the way they work is to attract a smaller set of buyers and renters today. The population's shrinking. We first started out with seniors. Right, exclusive senior apartments.
The over 55.
The over 55, they're advertised. And then the gay market was the next market, where that's a niche. People want to live among people similar to them. And now we're going to the young market, people who are single and so on. But the coming market is the education market, where people will want to continue their education. Why go back to the uni anymore when you can get the uni via the net and so forth, but you want to be around other people while you're doing your subjects. So this niche market is really an important market for builders and developers because they don't have an expanding population anymore.
Okay, it does sounds good in theory, and you've gone through how it's expanded, but has it worked? Or
well,
do people feel as though, oh, you're just like me, what a boring place?
Well, I think for those of us who are seniors, we're beginning to feel that way. Why be around all seniors, for example? People want something different. So they're expanding the market with an education. So you have some younger people who want education, some older people want education. Music's another one, where there are young people who are concert people who play in the symphony orchestra, and then there's seniors who want to listen to them. So they're appealing to people, the player and the listener in the same market. In New Orleans, we had to do a recovery. We had to recover our music first. So we made a music village for people who are musicians. So that's one of the things. This was done by volunteers, but it's been very important to the recovery of the city.
The criticism is the social exclusion aspect. Do you think that's fair? I mean, are people excluded, or is it a case of if you want to be there, you're included?
Well, it's more of an inclusion thing. Clearly, it's against the law to exclude people on the basis of their gender or their race or anything like that. But if there's a place where they're playing music all the time and you're not a music lover, you're not going to go near it. So it's more of an inclusion than an exclusion. But we've been doing this for years. Think of the apartments in downtowns everywhere. They have very small kitchens, very small bedrooms. That really means we're not expecting any children, doesn't it? So this niche marketing has gone on. It's just expanded into new niches, just the way magazines have. They have a men's magazine, lifestyle magazine, a women's lifestyle magazine, and then you have the buff magazines for those who want to do their muscles and so forth. Niche marketing has occurred simply because the population is not expanding.
Okay, what about, I'll put my finance hat on now, the resale value of the property? What's the difference between sort of niche blocks and a normal block?
Well, that's where the developer takes a chance, particularly if they're renting. But these do go through cycles. Senior apartments may turn into apartments for everyone if the seniors top out. So you really have to make your building so it'll serve many different purposes in order to have a life cycle for the 50-year life of a building.
Okay.
How do you see it going in other places, I mean, like Australia?
Well, in Australia, we've been doing this quite a bit. You know, people who have yachts, have places near the water. And these places are organized for the yachts person and so on. I don't think we're ever going to have exclusive villages. I think what we're going to have is more the kind of village that serves a purpose. Now with the broadband and so forth, people want to live near that. So they'll have several different interests combined in that kind of equipment, that kind of activity.
It's fascinating, isn't it? It's really good. Thank you very much for visiting today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Good to meet you.